Hello, I'm the CommanderZander. I remember it so that a sound critic doesn't have to. And neither should you. 25 years ago this year, a dramatic cinematography era came to a climatic conclusion. And it brought a lasting pink image, if you will. Because Son of the Pink Panther took place in 1993, 10 years after Curse of the Pink Panther, and the plot takes place exactly 10 years after Curse of the Pink Panther, which was Inspector Clouseau's death. In comes a new inspector with a little bit of the Clouseau blood in him. Oh, poor Dreyfus, he can't stand it. Blake Edwards directed this cinematography masterpiece-ish as he brought the curtain down on a tremendous saga, at least until Steve Martin rebooted it and kind of ruined it in 2006. So with that, let's conclude a Blake Edwards era biblical proportions. This is Son of the Pink Panther. And yes, MGM and United Artists are responsible for this film. This is not for monetary purposes. This is strictly for review, as that lion scares the hell out of me. We start our movie with what else but the Pink Panther. With a jazzy theme to the theme song. And there it is, Blake Edwards in all his glory. In Son of the Pink Panther. The last Blake Edwards Pink Panther film he would ever come up with. So after that, which, by the way, will have some of your returning casting characters, such as Herbert Lom as Dreyfus, and Kato, and all the wonders. We see our villain filming the princess. The princess is a black belt in karate? What else can she do? Ooh, mystery. This is called studying the film, kiddies. If you're into sports, you're familiar with that term. They're going to analyze the princess's every little move to try and kidnap her. Either that or they're coming up with an excuse to make a kung fu movie. The villainess is very, very jealous of her. So, fittingly, she shows off her boobs. Ooh. You do not want to mess with the big boy here. Oh boy. Oh good. A strangling scene right off the bat. Leading to Princess Jasmine and her beloved father, who dressed like James Bond, playing... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The original Pink Panther would never have gambling involved. What the hell? Is that supposed to be like her bluff face? Oh, I'm pretending to wear glasses so I can pretend to not know what the hell I'm doing, even though I know what the hell I'm doing. So she plays poker. She kicks ass in karate. What else can this mysterious woman do? Bitch slap the bad guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were one of my bodyguards. It's alright.
Yeah, because we don't want to create a scene here. This just in. The princess bitch slapped the bad guy. Details at 11. She, of course, ultimately gets kidnapped. As the ship is under attack. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Motherfucker, I'm getting kidnapped on my boat. Nice diving outfit. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna blend you well. Oh, great. The sailor tries his best to protect the princess, but to no avail. Donna. Donna. Donna na 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 na. Be mindful of her surroundings. They finally catch her, put her to sleep, and drag her away. or carry her away. Either or. It's amazing how much action has gone on in the first 10 minutes or so, and we still have not seen any of the usual suspects. We get a cute scene of her, like, drugged or whatnot. So, after they drag her out of the yard and away, we then cut to our main hero, who just so happens to be a familiar sight, kind of.
Are you all right?
We see Inspector Dreyfus, played by Herbert Lom, one more time.
Passengers is hurt. No wonder. The way you drive, you're
They run into the bad guy as they're in an emergency, kind of.
Will please settle this at the hospital? No, I'm Police Commissioner Dreyfus, and I demand to see your driver's license.
This would be the main hero of the day. Ha ha! He's got the Clouseau clumsiness in him!
That felt good. Now then, is anyone hurt? Yes.
This is the newbie. Oh, and spoiler alert! He's Inspector Clouseau's son.
Excuse me. Your sister is in his van?
No.
And just like Clouseau, he's clumsy and he's
You will allow
out
excuse
of
me just a moment.
proportion.
Excuse me, when I asked you if anyone...
Oh, by the way, how the hell do you have trouble putting on a glove? It's a fucking glove! Come on! The thumb goes here, this little piggy goes here, this little piggy goes here, this little piggy goes to the market, and this little piggy goes wee 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 all the way home. How do you struggle to put on a glove? For crying out loud, people, you are a disgrace to the force. Ooh, we're gonna have to dock you points for that landing. What do you mean, not yet? How deep is this water? Oh, that's not that deep. Dreyfus doesn't realize that he can't swim.
What am I doing? I can't swim. Help!
Except he also doesn't realize this is shallow water. You can just stand up.
Why aren't you drowning? Because it's easier to stand. What? Yes.
This is Cambrelli.
Who are you? Gendarme Jacques Gambrelli, second class. Who are you?
Commissioner Dreyfus.
Dreyfus takes Cambrelli home to his mommy.
Thank you for the lift, Commissioner. Good night.
Who is here?
It happens to be, for those who are familiar with A Shot in the Dark, Maria Gambrelli. So you're telling me Clouseau did marry Maria Gambrelli? But she looks nothing like him. It's the same actress that played the princess in the original Pink Panther movie. See, now all the nostalgic flashbacks are starting to fall into place here.
Come in, Commissioner.
This is the first time these two have met. No, I mean the actual actress and actor, because they weren't in the original Pink Panther.
Sorry, I'm a bit wet. Yes?
Oh, great. So, the dog is a humping machine. He loves to hump wet legs. That is one sick, perverted dog. No wonder why it's a poodle.
Do you speak Italian, Commissioner?
No, not really.
Darling,
Yes?
I'm Italiano.
See?
While Cambrelli's listening to opera, which is refreshing, by the way, someone has set off a bomb, and while that's going on, Dreyfus is told the story of Gambrelli. And just like the Dreyfus of old, he goes nuts! Because we all know how much he loved Clouseau. Unfortunately, he goes right where the bomb goes off, and you're not gonna believe this. Well, that you can believe. That you probably can't believe. The dog is still humping Dreyfus. Meanwhile, back at headquarters, the princess tries to escape.
Have a little snacky for you.
Oh, come on. You know she's not in the bed. Nice try. Hey, there's a nice little scene. Now, here's my problem. If you're gonna run away, At least be decent and put some clothes on.
Under different circumstances.
Hey, Playboy, I think you might like this little escapee. Woohoo! Big guacamole! Yes!
Make sure she doesn't get out again.
And put on some decent attire, for God's sakes. We then see Dreyfus recovering in the hospital with a Three Stooges wannabe. With a broken leg, which I can't believe is all he got. Oh, and a broken arm. Gambrelli stays put to investigate the scene, taking him straight to the bad guy. Oh, goody. I can see how this one's gonna unfold. He doesn't really get the freaking arm healed, and he's completely high on Novocaine. You know, the little thing that gets you all numb and freely at Uh-oh. He gets kidnapped and gets to be buddies with the princess. Insert kissing scene. Lucky! Any other person could have been doing that.
There's one other way. It's a little extreme, but it always works.
Maybe she's just a little high and that's why she's into Gambrelli. Which means she could be mine. Meanwhile, oh, for the love of Pete.
Did I make you?
Great, we have to have a cheating scene in the movie. Sorry to interrupt your affairs, literally, but I wanted to talk to you.
I just spoke to our friend in France.
Meanwhile, not knowingly, they are being taped on some other side of the planet.
We had no alternative.
Rumor has it that the king is returning to the city tomorrow.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Meanwhile, the princess is being lifted via helicopter, and then they're going to try and eliminate Gambrelli. But knowing that Gambrelli has a little Clouseau blood in him, easier said than done.
There'll be nothing left of him when that goes off.
That's what you think. Unfortunately, you're dealing with Gambrelli, and even though his last name is not really Clouseau, he's got Clouseau blood in him, which means he's going to survive this explosion somehow. How does he survive this explosion? They forgot to buckle his seatbelt. See, kiddies, that's why buckling your seatbelt is always important. Because of that, he survives and gets to go to the emergency room, and he's like one floor below where Dreyfus is located. Okay, I don't get it. Was he pretending to be, okay, because look what happens the minute he comes out of the laboratory. He looks fucking fine as hell! Unfortunately, his boss, not this one, but his other one, is falling on hard times. This leaves Gambrelli to be in charge of the case.
Also the things he neglected to pay attention to.
After he knows about Clouseau. In other words, he's been told a lie. Just so he couldn't be like his daddy. Mother of the year material in my book.
Excuse me, but I felt sure you would want to be told. Chief Lazar and the Commissioner have been taken to intensive care.
Well, we knew Chief Lazar was going to be taken to intensive care. Why is Commissioner Dreyfus being taken to intensive care?
So, my father.
Oh, he had a heart attack. Oh, and then he got pushed off again. Yep, that pretty much sums it up. Gambrelli runs into an old friend of Clouseau's. I'm going to be the master of disguise. I'm going to be the master. Oh, it's balls.
I met your father. Well, why didn't you say so? I never met him either.
Which means he's a...
Detective Clouseau. First,
Look who's back! It's Bose. He's going to give him some disguises. He also runs into another old friend of Clouseau's, conveniently on his statue. I think you'll all be familiar with this karate chopping life or death scenario, man. As Gambrelli spooked out by the moving statue of his great late daddy. It's Kato! Clouseau would have kicked Kato's ass. Unfortunately for Gambrelli, he runs right into a light pole. So, the two get together, they become buddies, they become partners, and what the hell kind of a disguise is that? What is he, signing up for Israeli football or something? He takes the name Clouseau, obviously. And the minute he does, look what else is unfolding! Nostalgic! He gets away from a mass shooter in some restaurant. Incredible. We then get into the Middle East, because what's a Pink Panther movie without a visit to the Middle East? Where Clouseau tries to rescue the princess. Okay, that's impossible. How is it that So the car can survive multiple gunshots from like a machine gun, but when it comes to crashing into the wall, then it goes kablooey. Like so. The princess comes out and realizes that, hey, something's going on. I might be saved. Which she ultimately will. And being the clumsy Gambrelli that he is, he tries to kick her ass, but oh, too heavy. But good news for him is he creates a distraction. Ooh, nice kick. Eventually they escape. Gambrelli is a hero. And Dreyfus marries Maria. Ooh, talk about closing up a circle. Free! Oh, one little known fact, unknown fact, mind you. Gambrelli has a twin sister. Gee, way to squeeze that in right at the very fucking end. We then cut to the ceremony, which, as you probably would imagine, Gambrelli's gonna louse it up, too. Because he's too clumsy. See? Put your arm down, boy. You're embarrassing me. Kiss on the cheek, and then watch this.
Oh, you're adorable.
That felt good. Boing! What the hell happened to Dreyfus? All he did was get a bloody forehead. Oh, great. He gets the sword stuck in her dress. Alright, now we get to see some action. And that brings the movie to a dramatic end. So that was Son of the Pink Panther. While it's not the greatest Pink Panther movie of all time, it binds everything together, gives us some nostalgic flashbacks and memories, and still is able to be its own movie without being a past Pink Panther movie, you know, with Peter Sellers. So I think this movie gets a pass in my book. It's definitely worth your time, and if you're looking for something that's not Steve Martin, but is also not Peter Sellers, while Curse of the Pink Panther was meh, Son of the Pink Panther does a good job of closing everything up, until Steve Martin ruined it. So if you're looking for a Pink Panther movie, check out Son of the Pink Panther. It is definitely worth your time. I'm the CommanderZander. I remember something that sounds great and I do, and neither should you.